up, y'all? It's your girl KIRAH. I'm back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys a few tips and tricks on how to use Alibaba.com to find a vendor. Now today I'm going to focus solely on finding a lash vendor, but the tips and tricks I'm giving you guys you can use to find any type of vendor that you're looking for. I know for some people Alibaba can be a little difficult to navigate, which is why I'm making this video. So before I get started with this video, I want you guys to hit that subscribe button, subscribe to my channel, and make sure you turn on my post notifications so you know when I post another video. So obviously the first thing you want to do is download the app. I personally like to use it on my computer, but for today's purposes I'm just going to show you how to work it in the app. Okay, so I made a list of things that you want to look for when you're searching for a vendor on Alibaba. Now this doesn't only apply to lashes, this applies to any type of vendor that you're looking for. So the first thing you want to look for is a verified vendor and a vendor that has trade assurance. Verification through Alibaba does not mean that the quality of the product is good. Verification just means that they went through all of the necessary precautions and filled out all the necessary paperwork to sell their products on Alibaba. So there's no harsh chemicals being used. Everything's pretty much cruelty free, you know, the basic stuff that people look for when they want to start a business. Trade assurance just means that your product is covered in case something happens or you don't like the product or stuff of that nature. So just make sure that the vendor you're looking for is verified and they also have trade assurance. So the next thing you want to look for is the number of years that they've been in business. Now, just because you see a vendor who hasn't been in business longer than 3 years doesn't mean that they're not a good vendor. Some vendors may have just started selling on Alibaba. They might have been selling on another platform, or they might have a personal website that they sell on. So that doesn't mean that they're not a good vendor, but me personally, I like to look for someone who has 3+ years, because for me that means that you know how to work your way around Alibaba.com. There shouldn't be like too many mishaps. So that's just something that I like to keep in mind. The next thing you want to look for is transactions and the dollar amount of the transaction. So I'll show you guys later on in this video, but when you're looking at a vendor, it normally shows the amount of transactions they had for the current year. So for January to now, it'll show the total amount of transactions. Well, not necessarily the total amount, because you don't know if it's the total amount, but it'll show a number of transactions, and then it'll show the dollar amount of transactions. So say they have 5,000 and something transactions for a total of $500,000. So that's just something that I like to look for, because that means that people are actually purchasing from them. And if you have somebody who doesn't have a large, not necessarily dollar amount, but doesn't have a good amount of transactions, then either something's wrong with their product or something's wrong with their product. So that's another thing I like to keep in mind. The fourth one is going to be additional pictures and videos. So when you find a vendor on Alibaba.com and click on that particular product, it should come up with pictures and videos. Some vendors only post pictures. I personally look for vendors who post pictures and videos, but again, it's all up to you. You can always contact them and ask them for more videos if you like their pictures. The fifth one is going to be the reviews. So when you click on a specific product from a vendor and people have left reviews for that particular product, you can see them just on the product page. Now I personally look at those, and then I also go to my next point, which is the rest of the reviews for all of the products. So if you go on the company's actual product page and you scroll down and look at their reviews for the overall product, you want to make sure that both of those reviews are at least 4 stars and up. So now that you downloaded the Alibaba app and you're currently in the app, the first thing you want to do is search for what you're looking for. So like I said, in this video we're going to be looking at lash vendors. So I'm going to type in 25mm lash vendor, or 25mm mink eyelash, because that's just the first thing that popped up. So like I said, you want to look for a vendor who has trade assurance and who is verified. So you are able to refine your results on Alibaba.com. So I'm going to click on trade assurance as well as verified supplier. Also, I know that a lot of people have a certain price range that they want to purchase lashes for. So I know a lot of people don't want to pay, you know, $7 to $8 for one pair of lash. So we're actually going to go in and put a min and a max. Now I'm going to leave the minimum blank because the lower the better. Not saying that, you know, you're going to buy from the lowest person, but it's okay not to have a minimum. So for a maximum, I'm just going to put like $5. $5 is good. And I'm not going to touch the minimum order because, like I said in my last video, you do want to look for a vendor who has a low MOQ. But just because the MOQ is high on the particular product doesn't mean that that's MOQ. Like, you can contact them and ask them like, hey, can I purchase a smaller amount? I just want like a sample, but I don't want only a sample of one. Most vendors are okay about that. So we're just gonna click done. It refined the results, but I still got over 29,000. So like I said, Alibaba literally has a vendor for everything. So the first thing I'm going to do is look for a vendor who's been in business for a couple of years. So it says this vendor has been in business for 7 years and they're verified, which is something we don't have to worry about because we verified it. So first thing we look at, they have videos, which is really good. Their pictures seem legit. They have, this is probably not their picture, but you know, it's okay. Their pictures look pretty good. So then we're going to look at their transactions. So it says they have 457 transactions for $110,000, which is not bad. Like, when I say looking at their transactions, you don't want somebody who got 20 transactions for $100. That's what I mean. Like, they don't have to have big transactions and big transaction amounts, but you want someone who has some type of transactions listed on their website. And then another thing I didn't touch on at the beginning was the response rate and the on-time delivery. So you want someone whose response rate is over 90% because you want them to contact you in a timely manner. The other thing is the on-time delivery. Now, I know with coronavirus, stuff is backed up, which might, you know, mess with their on-time delivery percentage. I don't look at any vendor whose delivery rate is less than 80% because there's something might be wrong for real. But as long as it's 80% and up, then I'm okay with it. So if you scroll back up to the top, you see that it has 5 stars for this particular product. If you click on it, like I said, people might not leave a review for this specific product. So we only have a review, but that's okay. At least it wasn't a bad review. So now we're going to go to their personal page and we're going to look at the reviews on their personal page. So when you first log on, it obviously has their products, probably their hot selling products or products that they want you to pay the most attention to. So if you go to profile and you scroll down, you see it has 4.6 out of 5 stars for 79 reviews, which is not bad. So when I'm looking at overall page reviews, I want to make sure that I'm looking at actual Lash reviews. So if you look at the reviews, it'll tell you what the product is that they purchased. So since I'm looking at purchasing lashes, I want to look at lashes review. I want to look at lash reviews. So if I was on my computer, I would be able to sort the reviews to show, like, if I wanted to see pictures, if I wanted to see videos. So normally I look at reviews that have pictures because that means that these are the pictures that they actually, these are pictures of the products that they actually order. So, but I can't do that on my phone, so I'm just going to scroll down and look at the reviews. So they do have a bad review. It looks like they bought packaging and lashes. I don't think it was anything wrong with the lashes. It just says that they're rude and unprofessional, so you never really know how the situation went. So, I mean, it's a bad review, but out of all the reviews they have so far, that's pretty much the only bad one I see. Now, because I am on my phone, it will not show me all of the reviews. So if I was on my computer, like I said, you can filter the reviews to show what you want to see, and it will also show you all of the reviews that people have left. So if you make an account with Alibaba and you decide that you want to order with this particular vendor, if you click the heart at the top, you can save it to your favorites and then go back and look at the vendors that you saved and, you know, chat with them if that's what you want to do. Another thing I want to touch on is that this vendor does not allow you to order directly from them. So I'll show you what I mean later on in the video. When I say they don't allow you to directly order from the website, now you have to contact them in order to place an order. But that's a good thing too if you're just starting out, because you want to contact the vendor before you order stuff to make sure that you're not ordering the wrong products. So I guess it's not a bad thing. So we're just going to keep looking at vendors. So this one says that they've been in business for 9 years. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but it says ready to ship. So normally when it says ready to ship, that means you're able to directly purchase from the website. So I'll show you guys what that means. So they do have a video, which is good, so you know that their products are legit. These are their real products that they're posted on their page. So if you scroll down, you want to look at their transactions. 317 for 120,000, which is actually a lot. Their on-time delivery rate is 100% and their response rate is 97.5%. So this business is pretty good. This is why I say you want to go for a company who's been in business for a longer time, because their rates are more accurate. Because they've been in business for so long, it can grow over time. So when I scroll back up, I'm looking to see if they have any reviews for their products. Since you don't have any stars at the top, that means that no one left a review for this particular product, but that doesn't mean that they don't have any reviews. So before I go to their personal page, I'm going to tell you guys what I mean when I say you can order directly from the site. So with the last vendor, you didn't see where you can look at the last jobs and pick the packaging. So this vendor actually allows you to pick the lash dial as well as the packaging. So if you click on a particular lash, you can enlarge the picture to see what the lash looks like before you order it. And they also allow you to change the color of the backdrop. So this is something where if you ordered your samples and you like the vendor and you want to like order on your own without having to contact them all the time, you can just go in, pick the lash style, pick the packaging, and then start your order. Now I can't show you how to start your order because I'm not logged in, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Once you start your order, it literally takes you to the payment page and you can pay. So after we go back, we're just going to go to their business page. So once you click on their name, they have their products up here as well. We're going to go to profile and we're going to scroll down. So they only had 29 reviews and they have 4.9 stars. Just because they have a small amount of reviews doesn't mean that their products are bad. People probably just don't write reviews. Like, I don't write reviews. I'm not sure if y'all write reviews, but I'm just not the type of person to write a review, especially not a good review. Now if it was a bad review, you would see all the reviews up here, but if people don't have nothing bad to say, they're not gonna come back and write no review. So again, we're looking for lash reviews, not like lash packaging. So pretty much all of the lash reviews I see aren't bad. They're pretty good. If they had pictures with their review and you were on your computer, you could see the pictures, but because I'm on my phone, you know, it's not going to show. So this is a pretty good vendor. This is one that I would save to my favorites if I was looking for a lash vendor. So we're going to go and look and see. Oh, this one says they've been in business 12 years. $1 to $3, which isn't bad. Now, their minimum order quantity is 100. But because they don't allow you to purchase directly from the site as the last vendor did, if you contact them, they probably won't make you order 100 if you're only looking for a sample. So they have a video as well of their lashes, which is a good thing. Their pictures are stock photos, but because they have the video, you can guess that these are their stock photos as well. We're scrolling down to look at the transactions. So they have a lot of transactions, 1,100 for $86,000. Their response rate and their on-time delivery fee is pretty high. Scrolling back up to see if they have any reviews. They do have 5 stars for 119 for this particular product. But if you're looking at the name of the reviewer, like even though it doesn't have the full name, all of the initials are HI. So, And the reviews are also for different days. Now, it seems like the days are back to back, which is kind of a little fishy. So, this is something I keep in mind when I go look at the actual overall reviews. And so, I didn't touch on this. I didn't touch on this in the last 2 or 3 vendors I looked at, but if you keep scrolling down, it'll give you details. It'll probably show you some packaging, and then it'll give you a recommendation of other lashes that are probably popular that people buy. So we're just gonna go back to their business page. We're gonna go to their profile, and then we're gonna look at their reviews. Now they still have 5 stars, and they have 241 reviews. So you wanna look for reviews for lashes. Most of the lash reviews I see for the strips aren't bad. They have good reviews. If I was on my computer, again, you would be able to see if people posted pictures, which is why I recommend looking at the website on your computer, because you can see actual pictures of people who have purchased from them. So we're going to look for one more. I'm going to try to do someone who hasn't been in business for a certain amount of years. So this one is 1 year in business. So they do have a video, they do have pictures that don't look like they're stolen from somebody else. We're going to scroll down and look at their transactions. So this is one with a low amount of transactions, on 98 transactions for $100,000. But 98 for $100,000 is not bad. That means that people are either buying a lot at one time or their prices are high. So let's just hope that people are buying a lot at one time. Their response rate and their delivery fee is high, but because they're just starting out, you don't know if this is like a legitimate average. It might just be, they might just have great reviews for this year, but next year it might go down. So we're going to scroll back up and we're going to look at the reviews for this product. And they all have good reviews for this product. So then we're going to go to their Lash page and see. We're going to go to their profile. They have 53 reviews for 5 stars. So this first one is about packaging. We're going to ignore. We're going to ignore. Lip gloss. We're going to ignore. Love the lashes I received. Great quality. However, the shipping was delayed. So again, coronavirus. You can't look at reviews on shipping bad unless the shipping is delayed like a month or so, which people will say if it's a bad review. So then we're going to go back. One thing I did not touch on with any other vendor was the shipping price. So the estimated shipping for this particular lash company is going to be $21.17. Now this is for the least amount that you can get shipped to the United States for this price. So the least amount of weight that you can have shipped to the United States. And their shipping is 47 days. Now you can pay for cheaper shipping, but most people are already cheap on shipping anyway, so they gonna go for the lesser amount. So don't be asking these vendors, oh, why my shipping take so long when you paying for the cheapest amount of shipping? And it tells you the shipping time on here. And if it's a delay, 9 times out of 10, they'll either message you, or if you message them, they will tell you why it's a delay. So that's all for this video. If you guys like this and you want to see more content like it, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to turn on my post notifications because I have a lot of content coming your way.